Welcome to the History Hyenas podcast. We're talking about Benjamin Franklin. Was he a good father? Was he a bad father? He probably was a bad father because he didn't even go back for his wife's funeral because he was in France banging dudes.
We're having a population problem right now in the West because women want to have lives.
That's what it is.
We need to stop that.
That's what it is, and that's why I'm welcoming Islam.
Me too.
Because they don't allow the women to have lives.
Inshallah.
Kidding, we're not going to do any type of that kind of material today. We're not going to do it.
It's so tempting. It's hard to resist. It's like a chocolate scoop.
We're not going to do it. Today we're going to talk about the history of the Rat Pack, Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra.
No Muslims there.
No Muslims, although they probably did make fun of Sammy Davis Jr. a lot.
Yes, they did. They actually would make tons of jokes back then. Eve, I watched one clip where Dean Martin says, "How does it feel sitting at the back of the bus?"
It's what it is. Yeah, I mean, cuz make no mistake, Sammy Davis Jr. sounded like a black Jew. He was like a Mari Stoudemire.
He did sound like a black Jew, and I mean, man, it must have taken a lot of time to do his hair.
His hair is gorgeous.
He had to straighten his hair like my wife every morning.
There was a girl who one of my friends banged, a black girl in college, and he said he went down on her and she had styled pubes, and they used to call her Sammy Davis Jr.
Last 14.
That was her name in college, I swear. Yeah. They used to call her SDJ, Sammy Davis Jr. If you went to my college, you know who you are.
Can you imagine going over Sammy Davis Jr.'s house and there's just hair rollers at the sink like my wife and towels?
Yeah.
My wife always leaves her hair roller or whatever it is, a blow dryer, on my side of the bathroom.
Yeah,
and that would have been Sammy Davis Jr.'s bathroom. Him and his wife had to do their hair at the same time.
It's what it is. Now, the Rat Pack, this was an interesting one to learn about, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I learned all about the history of the FDNY because I got our text chain mixed up, and that is actually, the FDNY is actually the episode we're going to be doing for our live History Hyenas podcast, which was yesterday by the time you heard this.
That's right.
Wednesday, November 12th, Crown Hill Theater, Brooklyn. So I did not learn about the Rat Pack. The only thing I know about the Rat Pack is my grandpa used to listen to it, and used to listen to that, and Connie Francis. I know a lot about Connie Francis.
Now, when you say your grandfather used to listen to it, was it at your mother's home or his other home?
No, it was no, not that grandfather.
Oh, okay.
This is my step-grandfather who came in and was my actual grandfather, but he used to listen to the Rat Pack a lot, and we would drive through Williamsburg, and he would be blasting some type of Frank Sinatra song, not actively trying to get out of the way of crossing Hasidic Jews.
Right.
He would not hit them, but he wouldn't necessarily slow down the car.
Yeah. I think when we were kids, the older generation used to play a game called Hasidic Frogger.
Yeah.
I actually think that's how Frogger got invented, was just guys trying to just get through Jews.
Yeah.
They're always in the street, and they always got strollers. Yeah. There's just babies hanging off those things like spiders.
It's just what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
You ever look at the belly of a spider? It's got like a million, or a crab.
Yeah.
There's all these babels hanging on. It just reminds me of Hasidic Jews. Now, they're out reproducing us because our ladies want careers. Ladies, get back into the bedroom and the kitchen.
Yeah.
You're a baby machine.
Yeah.
Loud 14.
I agree. I think that this is the main problem. But guys, I got to be honest with you. Today, I wasn't feeling cute, but then I saw you walking, and cuz you are dressed like a string bean, and I like it.
I'm in all green today, and I got fall colors.
Now, you look like you're fighting in a cute war.
Now, I don't know what you said to me. As soon as I saw you, you said, I have to clean up my leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to you about the leaves because it's fall here in the Northeast, and I have a lot of leaves.
I was talking to a guy who's been up since 4:30 in the morning who had to do a little required reading.
I had to do a little required reading. I'm in the program and on the... So I had to do a little required reading because I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning. If I want to exercise, if I want to read, I have to do it. And it's also good for me to go downstairs in the kitchen alone and be the first one there in the pitch black dark and turn the lights on. That's a big thing for me because I wasn't able to do that. Usually I would have to do my reading and my workouts. I would do it in the bedroom because at least I knew Jasmine was nearby.
It's called exposure therapy.
That's what it is.
It's called, if you have a little fear, it's exposure therapy. Now, I watched Black Phone 2 in the basement by myself last night. Now, that's just something you're not at the level that you can achieve yet.
Yeah, I watched Black Phone as well. It's called The Wire.
Loud 14. Because we're talking about the Rat Pack today.
Yeah, we're talking about the Rat Pack.
Yeah, it was 4 whites and a black.
And I got to be honest with you, some of you on Patreon, we love patreon.com/history.
How many times is Pat going to come in and out of here?
Yeah, Pat, it's called Pat's a rat. What are you doing, Pat?
What are you doing?
Either fix your shoulder or get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I adjusted the camera one time, and then I forgot my memory card in here. So I just had to get it.
Burner's calling.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I only
What
work
does
with-
Paige DeSorpo smell like?
Pat, on the Patreon, I'm going to tell the fans who Pat had sex with.
Actually, what does she smell like?
Yeah.
She smells like the most beautiful flower bed in like the Wizard of Oz. Like and like then you feel like you're high on opiates.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
That's why I would.
I want to. I want a sticker inside Jeff Goldblum's ass.
What romantic.
Yeah. Now,
So,
Cuz,
do you want to
hot in here?
Do you want to do the Rat Pack as Pat Mulrooney and Sean Terry so we can combine the FDNY and the Rat Pack?
No,
I mean, what do you want to do?
I think. Well, what I want to do is cancel the live show. I don't want to do it
We have a live show coming up
in 2 days, and
In
we
2
have
days.
no idea what we're doing.
We're going to do the FDNY.
We're gonna do the history of the FDNY, and we got to drive all the way to Brooklyn.
We're going to come out in fire hats.
We're going to come out in fire hats. Well, I'm going to come out in a surprise costume.
Do you want to get fucking blasted before the show like a couple of FDNY guys on a day off?
Yeah, I want to get absolutely wrecked. I really do want to get absolutely hammered on Wednesday at the Crown Hill Theater in Brooklyn. I want to fist fight a fan.
Let's do that.
We do it?
That's happening at Skankfest. I think that Lewis has trademarked that.
Yeah, he just fist fights a fan.
Yeah, he fist fights a fan. I think only they can do that. It's trademarked.
Yeah.
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 Well, we could fuck a fan, a
Right.
guy fan.
I would do that.
Yeah, a guy fan. I don't
would
think
do
there's
that.
a power dynamic there.
No, I would do that. I would have sex with one of our very handsome guy fans.
Yeah, you have to watch for the power dynamic.
Yeah.
It's got to be equal playing field.
Cuz now, speaking of equal playing fields, the New York Giants suck.
The New York Giants really do suck. They can't get it together.
They can't get it together. Jackson Dart is a hottie with a body who's got a concussion. The Jets were even worse, but now the Giants are worse than the Jets.
Yeah, the Giants just are not the Giants right now. They're the Squeaks.
They are the New York squeaky weekies.
They're the Squeaks. Talking to Squeaks, Sammy Davis Jr., I mean, he's a kid you could really toss into a bullseye. The kid was 5'6". He used to wear lifts.
Yeah, he wore lifts.
Is there anything funnier than a guy that wears lifts?
Yeah, no, and the kid is from Harlem.
He's from Harlem. And did you know that Prince used to wear high heels? And then eventually his hips started to go just like a German Shepherd because he was dancing in his heels.
Yeah, it's just what it is.
Men are not supposed to wear heels.
Although you threw them on and made a career out of
I
it.
did do that.
Yeah.
And you threw them on and had to get the Chinese food.
Yeah, it's what it was.
It's what your friends made you do. They made you put on a football helmet and high heels and
Yeah.
get the Chinese food.
It's called growing up in Ridgewood.
It's going up with, it's called being the sensitive one amongst a group of friends who are not sensitive, so they pick on the
They
sensitive.
pick on sensitive. Now, speaking of sensitive, what do you think of these puppies? These are kitties. Are they cute or are they brood?
No, those are cute, and it means that you woke up and you're in a decent mood today.
Well, it also means that I woke up at 4:30 and I tried on 7 different pairs of shoes.
Yeah, but it also means that you're feeling decent about your weight today.
I feel decent about my weight, although I did have a bad eating weekend. My ma had me come over yesterday, and she made a little nostalgic meal for me. She made me my chicken cutlets that I put Italian dressing on. So my mom got me Ken's Italian seasoned dressing.
Yeah.
Like, it's that Italian dressing bottle, and she made her chicken cutlets. She made macaroni and cheese, and then she got me a piece of pie from Rudy's.
Just be honest, because the first time you went to Carbone, you asked if they had steakums on the menu.
I did. No, I don't. I got to be honest. I'm going to be 100% honest with you.
Yeah.
Every single restaurant I go into, I always see if they got chicken cutlets. Because I like my ma's chicken cutlets, even though she makes them in the microwave.
Yeah. Now, she would get home late. Sometimes she would have to just open up the box of Stovers and give you the French bread pizza. It's just what it is.
That's what it is. And that's why I think sometimes I'm just in the mood for an Elio's pizza. Like, you could put me next to Lucali's, which is the best pizzeria in the world. And if I'm in the mood for Elio's, then I'm just going to go to the 99-cent store or the bodega on the corner and just heat up a little Elio's pizza.
Now, sometimes if your mom was running late from work, did you ever sneak down the neutrals and go get some arroz con pollo?
Sometimes I would. Sometimes I get a little arroz con pollo, or my aunt would always like to make a nice ham.
She liked
She
ham.
always had ham going.
She had ham going.
Yeah, I would always have ham and saltine crackers.
Yeah. So let's talk about the Rat Pack today. It's a very interesting time in history where there was almost like two Americas happening at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
The youth, they were putting on tie-dye. They were going like Mom Dami, right? And then you had the older generation, more classic, more martini, more Vegas, more buttoned up,
right?
More ballads, right? Guys singing. This was a time where guys would sing and still be men.
Yeah.
And they were doing it classy, and they were going Trump 2024.
So you have, let's just say who the Rat Pack was. You had Frank Sinatra, the most famous one, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., and then who are the other guys?
Joey Bishop.
Who I don't know. He's not as well known.
He was a comic. Yeah, he's not as well known. And then, of course, you had, this is your DEI hire, was Peter Lawford. He was the DEI hire because he didn't have a lot of talent. He was just an actor. But Frankie liked him because he married a Kennedy, and Frankie was just in.
But wasn't Sammy Davis Jr. the DEI hire? Isn't DEI for about equality?
No, well, I'm making a joke because Sammy Davis Jr. actually had fucking loads of talent.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so Peter Lawford was the DEI hire you would make.
I thought DEI meant you just get hired. You're not white.
It's true, but I was saying, they were doing that. But the joke is with DEI, the standard gets lower because people are just getting hired because they're filling quotas.
Okay.
So you're right. My analogy wasn't perfect because there was a black guy present. And you got confused.
It's just what it was. So that's just, you got to just break it down for me.
Yeah, I broke it down for you. Actually, Sammy Davis Jr., he was one of the main guys.
Right.
I mean, he had so much loads of talents, and the kids converted to Judaism.
He did convert to Judaism, right?
He did. He was like, you know what? Why not?
Why not?
He was like, let me try everything. The kid only had one eye. And
he did have one eye.
It is. He had a glass eye in, and he still knew how to step dance.
Yeah.
In one eye.
Wow, I never even realized the kid just had one eye.
He had one eye.
Yeah.
These kids got banged up. Frankie Sinatra was in a plane crash. Dean Martin's son died in a plane crash. Sammy Davis Jr. was in a car crash and lost his eye.
These kids were ever checking on their cholesterol and blood pressure?
No, these kids did not. And this is why we live in this era now where it's like, did you listen to Huberman's Last? He says you're supposed to have saffron. Did you listen to this celebrity guy who's a psychologist? He says antidepressants aren't that good. All you got to do is saffron. Oh, you got to take your D3 with your K2. Oh my God, alcohol's bad. Oh my God, don't forget to deep breathe. Oh my God, don't forget to take your A1 shake. These guys fucking woke up at 12, bang hookers raw, and they ate meat, and they drank martinis until they dropped, and make no mistake, the two main guys made it till their fucking 80s.
Because you think it goes back to what I'm telling you, when I saw those old guys eating the muffin in Salt Lake City, they were sitting around chowing down on muffins, and they said they don't stress out about it. My generation stresses out about everything, but they're able to live and eat muffins because they're not stressing.
Dude,
so these kids didn't stress.
There's no other way to explain it because Dean Martin, I mean, dude, he drank liquor like it was water.
All the time.
All the time. And he lived, I think, till 79. I think Frankie made it to 84 or something like that.
Yeah.
Sammy Davis went a little younger because the smoking cigarettes got him, he got throat cancer.
Yeah.
I think Joey Bishop dropped and Peter Lawford dropped because Peter Lawford
he dropped early. I think it was in his 50s
or 50s or something.
He dropped in December of 1984, the same year I was born. So it is sad that I only got to share the planet for 4 months with Peter Lawford.
Peter Lawford. Now Peter Lawford was British, so I think he was,
guys just looked older. I mean, that guy on the left looks like he's in his mid 90s, but he was like 55.
They did look older back then, yeah. And he was Frank was, so it started, the Rat Pack started.
Tell me how it started.
Yeah, back then, so I said the two Americas, so you got to think about there's like, this is happening in like late 50s and then all through the 60s. The 60s was the golden era.
America's golden years are the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Yeah.
We're number one big.
Yeah, but in the 60s, like all the kids are starting to, wear tie-dye, do drugs,
right,
counterculture, and Frankie Sinatra and Dean Martin are just calling them filthy pigs.
Yeah.
Calling them dirt and rats.
Good.
Yeah, they hated the hippies. And, they're performing in Vegas and clubs.
Right.
And it all starts at Humphrey Bogart's house. Now, Humphrey Bogart was a cool kid.
Yeah.
He was
Now, who's Humphrey Bogart? Is he from Sound of Music? No, not Sound of Music. Gone with the Wind? Who's Humphrey Bogart?
Oh, Humphrey Bogart was from Gone with the Wind.
He's the main actor of Gone with the Wind, right?
I think he was in Gone with the Wind. But
just let me just say this too. this is what ego does to us as well. Humphrey Bogart was one of the biggest actors in acting history, bigger than probably Leonardo DiCaprio was during his time, and probably walked around yelling at everyone. I don't know if he was a nice guy or not, but, probably was like, I'm the man. And then look at all these just a few years later, we don't even know who he is. So, like, whatever you're doing in your life, just shut up about it because it's not actually that important.
Yes.
Nobody who does anything really is, because you'll just be lost to time.
Yes.
So just enjoy it and just treat people with kindness.
Yes, you guys, and respect, and just be humble. And
because it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
No matter who you are.
Yes. Now, when we were kids, for some reason, if you were smoking a blunt and you passed it, you'd say, stop bogarting that blunt. Now, why was that? Why was Bogart's name that?
I think it was like an aggressive thing, like you would just take over,
Yeah, you're bogarting that.
Yeah, don't bogart that.
Yeah, but it had to be based on Humphrey Bogart in some way.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because he was a smoker. I don't know why. We could look that up and find out what it was.
Because he was a cool motherfucker.
He was cool. Listen, he was the guy.
I didn't pass my blunt so long because I didn't want to give people mono.
Yeah, you had mono.
I always had mono.
Yeah. Humphrey was the guy back then. He was cool.
Yeah.
Right? He was cool. And so the guys would go over his crib and just chill.
So this is the Rat Pack starts at Humphrey Bogart's house.
It starts at Humphrey Bogart's house. The guys would come over. They'd riff. They'd drink. They'd play on the keyboards. They'd joke around. They'd hang out.
Right.
And just to all hours of the morning. And then one night,
they didn't meditate before.
They did not do any of that.
Oh,
yeah, these guys partied hard.
Yeah,
and they were naughty. And they liked to womanize, and they had big appetites, and it's just what they did.
Oh, this is what it is.
Yeah.
So the phrase, don't bogart that blunt, means don't selfishly keep that to yourself. Pass it on. The term bogart is a slang verb derived from the actor Humphrey Bogart, who was famous for letting a cigarette dangle from the corner of his mouth for long periods in his films without actively smoking it or taking a drag.
Wow, yeah.
I didn't even know that.
We
We
didn't.
said it anyway.
Yeah, it's amazing, because that got into like kids slang. Yeah. And it's originally from Humphrey Bogart, which is amazing. So you guys just learned something. That's
what it
probably
is.
the only thing you're going to learn in this whole first year of History Hyenas.
Yeah, so maybe take back what I said. Maybe Humphrey Bogart is more famous than I give him credit for.
Yeah, because
Sorry about that.
But so at his house, and then his wife one day sees Frankie S. Baby. Frankie S. Baby.
Yeah.
Dean Martin, baby. Joey Bishop, baby, and Peter Lawford walking like at 3 a.m, baby, coming back from Vegas. And she said they're rolling in like a rat pack because they were all hungover and, whatever, on pills, whatever they were doing, baby. So she's actually the one that coined the term
rat pack. Now, how come Don Rickles wasn't in the Rat Pack?
Now, the Rat Pack was a set original 5, baby. That Frankie, so Bogart was the original leader, then Bogey dies, baby, and then Frankie takes the Rat Pack and he says, let's do something with this.
Yeah.
Frankie's like, let's go tour.
Right.
He was like, let's go to Vegas, baby. Let's do shows, baby.
Yeah.
Let's turn this into a thing,
They
baby.
did numbers with ticket sales,
And
right?
they did numbers. And it was kind of like, to think about it, it was kind of like the first like live podcast. Those guys would go up, they'd riff. There wasn't really a script. They'd make up the show before and be, all right, baby, I'm going to open with this number, baby. But you come out, baby. You riff with me, baby. You call me a black. I call you a Jew. We have some.
They would mess with each other like that.
Oh, yeah.
Is that where the Dean Martin roast eventually come from? 'Cause it would start there.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
But to answer your question, the Rat
Can you
Pack.
answer my question?
Yeah, it was the original 5, but then there was a lot of moving parts that came in and out of that. Johnny Carson was at one show, like you said.
Don Rickles, probably.
A lot of guys would come in and out, and Marilyn Monroe. They do shows with her. They did shows with all types of people.
Marilyn Monroe will get cracked open.
Oh,
And Sydney Sweeney should play her in a movie about her life, in a biopic about Marilyn Monroe.
Sydney Sweeney's movie bombed.
Which one was that?
I mean, massive bomb opening weekend.
I don't even know which one it is.
It's the one called Christie about the female boxer.
Oh yeah, because she's not sexual. She's not sexy in it.
Exactly.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Also, I just think, if the movie's not on Amazon, people just are not
People don't
going
care. Sydney
out.
Sweeney was at the Comedy Cellar last week.
Really?
Yeah, with her boyfriend Scooter Braun because they were watching Schultzy.
Oh.
Comedy Cellar. And
Is that his manager, Scooter Braun?
I don't know, but they were. That's Sydney Sweeney's boyfriend, and supposedly the manager of the Comedy Cellar told me as soon as she got up one of the comics, so I won't name just in case he gets legally involved with this, but he ran over and sniffed her seat.
That's a move.
And I don't know if she knows about that and is going to sue him, but supposedly it made a lot of people laugh.
That's a choice you could make.
Because but he like dove in and smelled it.
Was his last name Distefano?
Yeah. 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 I just took a whiff.
You gotta take a little peek and a sniff.
And a sniff.
Yeah, if you can't slurp, you can sniff.
And the joke was on me, though, because I sniffed the wrong seat and I sniffed Scooter Braun's seat. That's what it is, cuz. Yeah.
So
I mean, she's a certified dime piece, though. Now,
it's one of the worst opening box offices ever.
$1.3
million weekend, yeah.
well, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? I think it has less to do with her than just nobody's going to the movies.
No.
Yeah.
No, I want to go. Well, you saw Black Phone 2 with Ethan Hawke, and you said it sucked.
I didn't love it that much, and I watched, I rented, I paid $20 for it.
Yeah,
So
just by yourself.
Yeah, and I only did it because I wanted to just hear Ethan Hawke's voice.
Well, you got to listen to. I told you there's a movie that's out right now where it's all dialogue with him, and it's set in a bar in like the 1930s, and it's just Ethan Hawke talking.
Yeah, but I don't know if I could sit through that because he's got makeup on and he's got a comb over and he's not looking cute.
Yeah, I don't. Well,
I only like him when he's looking cute.
it's just one of those things when he's looking. I know when you're watching like before. What is it? Before midnight? Is that the one you like a lot? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I'd like to look at your glasses before, and then glasses after. They're going to be fogged up and full of gum.
Yeah. How do we get him on the pod?
The answer is he's not coming.
He just won't do a pod
He
like
just
this,
won't do
right?
a pod. Well, he will do pods. He just will not do our pod.
Yeah.
I've reached out multiple times, and I've even had my agent reach out, and the answer is a resounding no.
Did you really have a...
I told you multiple times I did, and the answer is just no.
Did it come from him or did it come from his people?
Well, it came from his people. The answer's fucking no.
I am fucking heartbroken over
Yeah,
that.
the answer is an absolute no, and he doesn't live far from our studio, and the answer is still no. He doesn't want to come on the show.
Doesn't,
he doesn't
right?
like what the show stands
He
for.
doesn't. He's not into it.
He's not into it. This is not intelligent enough for him. It's not articulate enough for him. And I get it. I understand. If I was Ethan Hawke, I wouldn't come on either.
No, you know what I want to say right now? You know what I want to say?
Say it.
Fuck you, Ethan Hawke.
What?
Fuck you.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying fuck you, dude.
He doesn't mean it, Ethan. He's just having feelings.
I do mean it. Go make another fucking movie that nobody cares about with Richard Linklater. Nobody gives a shit about your business. They care about comedians giving serious opinions.
Yeah.
So you're out of business.
Ethan, he doesn't mean it, Ethan, okay? It's like, honey, what do I always tell you, baby? You can have feelings. Feelings are okay, but it's how you react to those feelings is the problem, and you're reacting negatively.
I'm upset, and you want to know what? Oh, we're the problem? Why? Because we're having a good time? How about when you... Cut that out!
Oh, my God.
Who's the bad person?
Did he?
I hate when people act like they're holier than thou just because of something.
Because I was just joking. I don't know if he wants to come on the pod or not.
Well, I take it all back. He's just a human. He's a man. He's got appetites. The woman was in his house. What's he gonna do?
What can you do?
Because guys would just fuck. That's just. You could be married to Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
You know, you could be married to a poop slurper.
It's what it is.
And you'll fuck the housekeeper.
Yeah.
It's just what happened.
I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger did it. I mean, remember the woman the nanny that he banged was like, nothing compared to his wife, but he just banged it out. So they just need a little new puss.
Yeah. I'd like to just take this time to apologize to Ethan Hawke for what.
Please apologize to Ethan Hawke. Yeah, because he may have. I mean, I could check my email right now, and he's confirmed for the pod. Because I like AG1. I've told you about this. I put it in my water. Sometimes I put it in my yogurt. It's a nice little green powder. It gets you your nutrients. It gets you what you need. We talked about vitamin D3 plus K2. Remember we talked about that? This has it.
This is a great way to start your day. I start my day every day with AG1. Okay, especially now with darkness, shorter days that might throw you off. But superfoods and B vitamins support steady energy without the crash.
I like that. And because holiday meals, because you know me, I like to eat cherry pies. I like to eat sweets. I like to eat Lindt tarts. And at this time of the year, it gets bad. And then you get stressed out. I got to get gifts. I don't know what to do. Does my family know I'm gay? I don't know, but prebiotics, probiotics, enzymes that I need to regulate my gut, they are all packed in AG1. You do the powder. I personally do it in a little water. You could do it in whatever you like, and it just gets me what I need. I don't even think about it.
Yes. All you got to do is head to drinkag1.com/hyenas to get a free welcome kit with an AG1 flavor sampler and a bottle of vitamin D3 plus K2, which everyone should be taking when you first subscribe.
That's not a medical endorsement, by the way.
No, I'm just saying.
We're just saying it.
It's good for people.
Yeah.
That's drinkag1.com/hyenas.
drinkag1.com/hyenas. Because if you're looking for Christmas gifts for the family, Uncommon Goods. Don't go anywhere else but Uncommon Goods. They got something for everyone. I mean, literally, they're just things that you don't find in stores. They're like rare items that Uncommon Goods just sells to you.
I've been doing my shopping on. It's so good and so easy.
Yes.
And it's just, I hate going and just doing shopping. So it just knocks it out.
Because they got book lovers, history buffs, football fans, foodies, whatever you are, your family members are that you're looking to shop for, Uncommon Goods has it. And I like them because they give back $1 to a non-profit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3.1 million to date. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, if you want to get something cool for someone, you want to do something different. This also supports artists and small independent owners. Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches. So shop now before they sell out this holiday season. And like I said, every purchase, like Chris said, they give $1 back to a nonprofit. They've donated more than $3.1 million to date. So don't wait. Cross those names off your list before the rush. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/hyenas.
Yeah, for 15% off Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary.
Guys, remember, as always, patreon.com/historyhyenas for your weekly bonus episodes. We've been having some wild ones. You can catch me in Bozeman, Montana, November 22nd, Stamford, Connecticut, December 5th and 6th, Austin, December 11th through 13th, West Nyack, December 19th through 21st, and San Francisco, January 2nd and 3rd, Calgary, Alberta, January 9th and 10th.
Yeah, baby. And as always, like Yanni said, go check those out. Check out patreon.com/historyhyenas. Historyhyenas is back.com. We got a lot of merch up there, all the old episodes. I will be doing live stand-up November 14th at the Wind Creek Event Center in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, where American Jesus was born. The Met in Philadelphia, November 15th. And then November 21st, 22nd, the Houston Punchline. November 23rd, the Paramount Theater in Austin, Texas. And then I got shows in Columbus, Ohio. And then New Year's Eve, Red Bank, New Jersey, Count Basie Center for the Arts. So you're going to want to go see that. Book your plans out now. Enjoy the rest of the episode. I'm gay.
Here's the thing, though. Friends like me and you, Ethan, we get into fights, okay? Peter Lawford, and Frank Sinatra got into fights.
Did they really?
Dean Martin. And first of all, Dean Martin was a big kid.
Right.
6'2", 220.
It's a big boy.
He used to box.
Right.
He was a boxing kid. He was an Italian kid from the Midwest.
That changed his name to Dean. What was his actual real name? Dean Martin's real name?
His real name is really funny. It's a Sauce Monkey Award name.
What's his real?
His real name is Special.
Is it? Yeah.
It's really
Italian. Just click on him. Yeah.
Real name is great.
Yeah. What's his real name? Dino Paul Crocetti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dino Paul Crocetti. Now, I don't think you could bring that into Hollywood back.
Dino Crocetti ain't going to work.
Dino Paul Crocetti, that was his Catholic given name.
So Dino Crocetti was full-blooded Italian. Now, all these guys, let's be honest, were all linked to the mafia at the time, right?
Frank Sinatra was the guy. I mean, Frank and Dean.
Was a mobster?
No, but he was linked to these guys. Mm-hmm. They loved Frankie. Frankie loved them. Back then, the mob ran Vegas. So if they used to do all these shows in Sands Casino and all these casinos. They were all owned by the mob.
They used to in Vegas. They would do the Golden Nugget. Now the Golden Nugget is not looked at as like a premier place, or maybe it is. But I know back then the Golden Nugget was where they would perform. Mad Dog told me that.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
Where Soul Joel has his club at Stony Brook. Frank Sinatra performed there, and Frank Sinatra signed the wall. And if you go backstage in the big room, I like to call that the Nate Bargatze room, because I can't sell it. If you go backstage, you can see signatures from going back to the 30s and 40s.
That's very awesome.
Cool. But somebody broke in and cut out the drywall and stole the Frank Sinatra autograph.
Oh, so it's not
so there's a hole in the wall there.
It's what it is.
Someone cut it out
and knowing Soul Joel, he never patched it up.
It's not patched up, no. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, these guys would go around. It's funny when you think about what kind of icons they became in Hollywood and stuff, but these guys, mostly like us, performed live.
Right.
Which is what I found so interesting learning about this was these guys would perform live. They'd go to Kansas City. They'd go
they were
all over the country, and they would do live gigs.
Traveling around.
And comedy and music kind of went together, and Frankie loved that. Frankie's opener was a comic.
Right.
And Frankie loved guys that were funny. He loved Joey Bishop because he was funny. He loved Dean Martin because he was funny. He loved Dean Martin.
Martin. Now, Dean Martin was a good kid. Now, this real quick, this association with the mobsters is accurate. Sinatra was linked to Lucky Luciano, Bugsy Siegel, Sam Giancana, Carlo Gambino, and Joseph Fischetti. And he always denied saying that he was, in the mob and all that, but these guys loved it. And then he also had a beef with JFK. Did you know that?
Yeah, they had a little bit of a problem.
What happened?
Well, first of all, I just want to say one time, Dean Martin and Frankie Sinatra had one fight, and it turned into a fist fight.
Dean Martin and Frankie Sinatra did?
And Dean Martin fucking knocked him out. And
Whoa!
walked home, and they didn't talk for 10 days. And then Frankie called him and he said, "I still love you, baby."
Yeah.
Frankie Sinatra said "baby" after every
So
sentence.
Sinatra got knocked out clean?
Clean. The kid was a skinny fucking string bean. He was 5'10". And Dean Martin was 6'2", 220, and he used to box. So,
Whoa. What was it the fight over? Do we know?
it was a little, they got into a little argument backstage, and Frankie just ran at him, and he ran right into a clean right.
Oh, with one punch, Dean knocked him out?
Knocked him cold out,
That's
baby.
you don't want to see Dean Martin Sinatra fight. Yeah, I'd like that. Stuff like that is very interesting. The night Frank Sinatra Dean Martin got into a brawl.
They got into a little something at the Polo Lounge. You messed up my suit, baby.
Yeah. So what happened? Yeah, go ahead. Go down.
Yeah,
Go down a
got
little
into
bit.
A little scrap.
Dino, as he was known to his intimates, they were on at the Polo Lounge in the Beverly Hills. This is June 7th, 1966, late night bash, just after midnight, movies, TVs, concerts. They're doing it all up. And then what happened is they're all there getting banged out, right? And then what happens? There are two men. Do we see what actually happened?
Fucking articles.
Yeah, stopping in for a nightcap, they took a booth alongside Sinatra and Martin, chatted over drinks, two men, and then they were barely able to hear each other over rowdy laughter, and then something happened, and then eventually Wiseman grew annoyed. Taken aback. Who the fuck knows? They got into a fight.
They just got into a fight. I mean, these people write these articles. It's like, just tell us what we want to hear. I don't care about anything that's going on in your life.
Yeah, but this is not it. This has something to do with something else. When this is a brawl with other people, but they fought each other. It wasn't even a brawl. I mean, he just cold knocked him out.
Right.
He just cold knocked him out once, and but
When's
they
the
were
last time you knocked somebody out or got knocked out? Has that ever happened to you?
no,
Never.
never.
When's the last time you got into a legitimate fist fight? Not with your brother.
Dude, I mean, college.
Like you got into an actual fist fight?
Yeah, a few of those in college, but that's the last.
Like just drunk swinging on
Unless
people?
I'm forgetting something after that. Yeah, college. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into one in a while either.
Yeah. Do you want to go start one?
Yeah, you want to just fucking
You want to
fight?
just go out there and fucking just start pounding on Patty?
Yeah, dude, he would beat the shit out of us. He would just sit on us. I would punch him in the stomach and his shorts would fall down.
Yeah. I don't know what the fight was over. I mean, look, Frankie loved Sammy Davis Jr. too. So
They were not racist, these guys. But did they call him the N-word a little bit? Probably for
you got
fun?
two Italian
Back
guys
then?
walking around.
Unfortunately,
I mean,
yeah.
one guy's really friends with the mob. Now, the mob guys were definitely racist. And they
Right.
definitely at least called Sammy Davis Jr. more than 346 times.
Yeah, it's just what it is.
That
Yeah.
definitely happened.
And he just had to deal with it. Do you think that's why he converted to Judaism at some point? He just got
Probably.
pushed there?
Yeah, it's probably was. There's one story where Sammy Davis was in like the lobby or whatever, and they were like, "You can't be here," like, because of the whites. And Frankie Sinatra always defended him.
Good.
He was like, "I'll leave. I'll pull every cent." So Frankie Sinatra defended him in a weird way. You got to call him Frankie Gray Zones.
Yeah.
'Cause he was in bed with all these racist mafia guys.
Right.
Definitely didn't like the blacks.
Right.
But he was big into the talent and Sammy Davis Jr. He loved Sammy Davis Jr. So I don't think Frank Sinatra himself was racist.
No.
But I think Frank Sinatra was a complicated guy who was also Italian. So it's like you're born with it if you're Italian.
Now,
so it's in there.
Now, Frank Sinatra is one of those interesting guys because I've heard people say that he really, it was more than his talent that made him so famous, because as far as just singing goes, it's not like he was an unbelievable singer, right?
He was a crazy dancer.
That's what it was?
The kid could dance like my dad when he tap danced for General Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Italian guys just have a little racism in them. There's nothing they can do about it. They're born
Right.
with that.
Right.
It's I think at some point Italian guys even call their mom once in a while.
Yeah, it's just what it is.
Just can't help it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Frank Sinatra's son
Yeah.
did you know he was kidnapped?
Yes.
And he was taken from his hotel room, in Lake Tahoe.
It was only after a week after JFK got killed.
And he had to pay $240,000, which they paid.
They did. The FBI was on the case. The mob was on the case.
Did they ever catch the guys?
They did. And the guy only did like 4 years. And
yeah, do you ever really get away with it? Like, even if you get the money on a kidnapping, like, you're not going to get away with it.
Well, the two guys that did it were really Franks and Beans, and I think they let the son convince them to somehow get free on the highway or whatever, and the guy just escaped. The kid just escaped, Frankie Jr.
Right.
I think he just eventually escaped or something like that, right?
Yeah, they were 3 kidnappers were eventually caught and convicted. Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What can you do?
The trauma of the event led Sinatra to carry a roll of dimes with him everywhere he went for the rest of his life, a habit he maintained into his death. He was buried with 10 dimes in his pocket. Why? Because of the payphone. He had to use the payphone.
To call Hades, the underworld?
No, to call the kidnappers. He was always talking to the kidnappers or whatever.
Oh, I see.
Maybe that's what it is. I'm just guessing. I don't know what it is. But Old Blue Eyes was the leader of the pack. He's the one that booked all the shows.
When is the last time the Rat Pack performed?
1970-something. They did one final boom.
Yeah, and they knew it was over then? How did they know it was over?
Well, here's the interesting thing.
Tell me what's interesting.
I'll tell you what's interesting is they were all kind of famous in their own right? Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin teamed up, right? And they did about 19 movies together and had a 10-year run, and they couldn't be more famous.
The Jerry Lewis telethon.
Yeah, that was before the telethon. I mean, and then Jerry Lewis went solo, and he did the Nutty Professor, which was a massive hit for him.
Sure.
But Jerry Lewis never really got over the breakup. Dean Martin wanted to go solo. He was like, I just can't do it anymore, baby. We've done 10 years. He felt suffocated, right?
Wait a second. Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis were a duo before Dean Martin joined the Rat Pack?
Absolutely, baby.
Oh,
baby, you gotta talk like a fucking Rat Packer today, baby.
I didn't know that.
Let's get some broads and fuck some showgirls.
I didn't know that, chickie.
And get some martinis and do some quaaludes.
Oh, is that what they did, right?
Oh, baby.
Please.
These guys fucked showgirls. They fucked models. They fucked. I mean, baby, Dean Martin had a Rolodex and he called it the Beauties.
Yeah.
All the wives knew, too. They knew, baby.
So you were just allowed to openly cheat on your wife back then?
No, you
didn't make a difference.
Openly do it, but I guess these ladies kind of understood what comes with the. It's a side that comes with the main course. If your main course is Frankie Sinatra, baby,
right.
he's gonna be sniffing around a few showgirls while he's in Vegas.
It's just what it is.
That's what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
And so Martin and Lewis, they met at a comedy club, like a small show in like New York or Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dean Martin was singing or whatever, and Jerry Lewis
debuted at the Atlantic City's 500 Club in 1946.
Yeah, so they met when they were, and Jerry Lewis was younger. Jerry Lewis came out when he was like an unknown and started messing around with Dean Martin while he was singing, flinging his tie. And Dean Martin was notoriously like a go with the flow guy.
That's awesome.
His whole thing was like he would joke about like, I'm accidentally famous. The kids could sing, but he had this like cool thing about him where he's just go with the flow, baby.
Right.
And he supposedly didn't love the spotlight. He was a good family man, but he was also drunk.
Wait, Dean Martin was a family man and didn't have gumares?
He had gumares.
So back then you could be a family man, but it was understood you also had a gumare.
Oh, because he had a football field roster.
That was the Beauties, you're saying.
They didn't have a single gumare back then.
Right.
These guys fucked.
Yeah.
These guys, what they did is they fucked. They totally fucked.
With no Jimmy hats.
Yeah. I mean, these guys fucking, I mean, if Me Too was around back then, Me Too couldn't have a big enough net to catch all of their fucking improper power dynamic fucks.
Right.
These guys were fucking in Vegas.
Yeah.
They were fucking in Kansas City. They were fucking in Chicago. They were fucking in New York. They were fucking in Newark because they were fucking overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were slinging dick.
Yeah.
Then what they did.
And they look, it's very, very, very interesting. Yeah. I mean, I scroll down a little bit. I want to see when their very last show was. That's what I want to know, because I want to know, like, did they know it was coming to an end? Did they know it was their last show? I'm very... 1988 Together Again tour.
88, the tour again. They did it. 88.
Can we play them can we just play a second?
It was only 3 of them by that time.
People were dying. Well, Barbara Simpson, this was O.J. Simpson's sister.
Yeah, well, those were the 3 main guys, to be honest with you. Those were the 3 big guys.
Yeah, the other guy's Peter Lawford and the other asshole.
What happened with Joey?
He was a comic, so we should know him.
Well, Joey Bishop was very talented. Frankie loved him. He said he was like the funniest straight man. Joey Bishop got a little too big for his britches. He went and tried to do a sitcom after the Rat Pack kind of made him famous because the Rat Pack did a bunch of movies together.
Right.
They had a run where they did probably about 350 shows all over the country together, and then they did like tons of movies together. Joey Bishop went and tried to do a sitcom on his own, and it flopped.
Didn't work.
But then Frankie called him up one night and said, because Frankie loved to do impromptu shows.
Okay.
So Frankie would call him up and go, let's do a fucking show in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
And he'd call the guys and he'd expect them to fly in. Joey Bishop one time got a little big for his bridges, right? During the height of the fame of all of them. And Joey Bishop goes, I want a private jet and 50 grand cash. And Frankie went, excuse me, baby?
Yeah.
He said, baby, I'm Frankie Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
I made you.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm doing you.
Yeah.
And Joey Bishop's going, I'm Joey Bishop now. So Frankie said, go be Joey Bishop. No, go be Joey Bishop now.
That's what
you go be Joey Bishop now, then.
Yeah.
Go be Joey Bishop.
Is that really?
And then Joey Bishop disappeared because we're talking about Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
If Blue Eyes calls you in the middle of the night and says, come fix my toilet, you go fix his fucking toilet.
100%. If I was in the Rat Pack and Frankie Blue Eyes called me in the middle of the night and said, come over here now, I would say, baby, look down. I'm here.
That's exactly right.
Been sleeping on your lap since about 10 p.m.
Yeah.
I go down early.
Yeah. So Joey Bishop, his head got a little big from show business, and he forgot where his bread was buttered. Yeah. And so then Joey Bishop kind of never got over that.
Yeah.
And because his career just fucking crumbled because Frankie just blackballed him after that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
because Frankie was a very charitable guy, and he loved talent, right? So that's why he was a big fan of Sammy Davis and Dean Martin. He just loved talent. But the interesting thing is, Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin, right? So they broke up, but Jerry Lewis didn't want to break up. Jerry Lewis was like, we got this good. These guys were,
right.
I mean, box office gold. The most famous comedy duo in the country. And Dean just goes, you know what? Because he was a little in Jerry's shadow.
Yeah.
Because Jerry was like the goofy one and Dean was like the straight guy. So Dean was just, baby, I just can't do it, right? So they didn't speak for a long time because Jerry was upset. And then Dean took off with the Rat Pack when Frankie brought him in, and Jerry used to the Rat Pack used to bother Jerry.
Wow. Even though Jerry was so famous.
And he had a big hit with the Nutty Professor, but then after the Nutty Professor, the kid just started doing telethons.
Yeah.
And it's just
that's what he's known from.
Yeah. And Dean Martin was living this cool fucking life, but Jerry never really got over it.
Interesting.
Yeah, he never really got over it, but then they did reunite for one thing, and they did kind of sweep it under the rug and stuff. But baby, show business is messy. You got egos, you got money. But
it's also, show business is very much steeped in, like you said, ego and money and just fear. There's a lot of fear, being a part of the entertainment industry. There's a lot of drama, I should say, because they're dramatic actors. There's drama,
right?
Like even like subtle shit. Like you go on the SAG-AFTRA's website and it'll say like username and password and then forgot username password, and that's usually every website. But then in the SAG-AFTRA website, it also says report sexual harassment. So it's like that's a real thing, but it's like the whole industry is like, give us drama. Right now, give us drama. Press that button for the drama.
Right.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. Well, that's the business we get into. People want to talk about us. Everyone wants to be famous. So it's like you famous people talk about you, and they love drama. They don't want to hear, oh, the guy's just a good guy. They want the salacious details.
Yes.
And if there are none, they'll make them up.
Which is why, I think collectively, people who are in entertainment are just like pulling back. People are not like going. I don't think it's young kids' wishes anymore to be the most famous person ever.
Yes.
I think it's not that big. It's not that as many kids' dreams today as it was 40 years ago. Because you mentioned before that Jesse looks like he's 40 years old, and you know why? Because he's been taking a little Hims. He's told us that he's noticed some hair loss and he can't get it up.
Yeah.
So now Hims has just changed his life.
Kid is looking really good.
He says it every day.
He says it all the time, cuz Hims is great. Yeah. Hims makes you look in the mirror and go, yes.
Yeah. Now, cuz hair loss, it's not just about hair. It's about how you feel when you look in the mirror. Hims helps you take back that confidence with access to simple, personalized care that fits your life. I'm telling you, cuz, Hims is the way to go if you want to get your old self back. We've been trying to tell Nick to do it, but Nick just won't do it because Nick said he wants to feel depressed. And I said, Nick, if you want to feel cute and go yas when you look in the mirror, then you need Hims.
I don't even know what Nick's hair looks like because he wears a hat every day.
Yeah, I have no...
Oh!
Because you need
could
Hims.
use some Hims! Hims offers a convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatments with ingredients that work, guys, including chews, oral medication, serums, and sprays. They're doctor trusted, and you can regrow your hair in as little as 3 to 6 months.
Now, for simple online access, Nick, you better be listening.
Yeah.
For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more. Hello, Nick. I'm talking to you. Visit hims.com/hyenas. That's hims.com/hyenas for your free online visit. James DiBernardo, I am talking to you. Hair loss, ED, weight loss, more. hims.com/hyenas. Listen to me. Use the promo code hims.com/hyenas. Now, individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety info.
Because I don't think there's a good reason not to switch to Mint Mobile. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is a cute kid.
He's a cute, handsome kid, and I sided with him and his wife in the lawsuit.
So did I.
And I think that Mint Mobile is good, and it's such a good phone plan, and it just says Mint, so sometimes I like to just put it in my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Mint Mobile is offering unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. That's their best deal of the year, a.k.a. people.
Yeah.
The only holiday gift you'll actually see every single day.
Because here's the thing. Is if you want 3, 6, or 12-month unlimited plan for $15 a month, then what you need is Mint Mobile. Okay, you can bring your current phone and your number right over to Mint. No contracts and no nonsense. All Mint plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. Now, listen to what I said. 3 months, 6 months, or 12-month unlimited plan, $15 a month. You better sign up for Mint, especially if you live in the Bronx.
Yeah, listen. Listen, you can't go wrong. If you're looking to tighten your budget, and if you need a couple more dollars to afford our Patreon,
yes,
switch over to Mint. You'll save a couple dollars and you'll free up a couple dollars. Do it now. This is the best thing you could do. Don't get them socks. Get them premium wireless for $15 a month. Shop Mint unlimited plans at mintmobile.com/hyenas. That's mintmobile.com/hyenas. Limited time offer, upfront payments of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for a 12-month plan required. 15-month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. 35 GB may
only greater than 35 GB.
Oh,
may
only
slow.
greater. Yeah, only greater than 35 GB may slow when network is busy. Capable devices required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com. Now, I think Jerry Lewis kind of deserved it, baby. Because
Tell me why, because he's...
Ladder 14.
Yeah, is that sure?
Are you going towards?
I was kind of going towards. He kind of was when I tell the story.
Is it? No, but was it?
Let's be honest. He tried down. Let's be honest. So he was definitely the bigger star because he was not the straight man. Martin was the straight man, right? But
so Jerry was funnier.
But Jerry pursued Martin, which is interesting. This is why it's so interesting, because Jerry was like, elastic and kind of like Jim Carrey-ish and was like Pratt Foley. But Jerry knew he needed like structure and a straight guy. So he pursued Lewis.
Got it.
And so then when they came together and Martin and Lewis, I'm saying Lewis, but it's Jerry Lewis. I'm saying he pursued Lewis. He pursued Martin.
Right.
So Jerry Lewis pursued Martin because he needed that structure, that straight man. And it just was, the chemistry was gold when they got together because they were opposites. But Jerry Lewis was in the movies. He was the wild one, right?
Right.
So then they were filming their movie where they had their breakup, and Jerry Lewis wanted the majority of the money. He was going like, I'm the star, I want more money. And Lewis is going, fuck you, baby. They actually didn't even finish the movie. They split on set. People lost money.
The movie was never finished.
Never finished. And am I correct in that?
I'm reading now.
Yeah, and so Dean Martin just walked off.
Wow.
That's it. And then, unfortunately, Jerry Lewis had to watch Dean Martin's fucking meteoric rise with the Rat Pack.
Explode.
He had to watch it. And it must have hurt even more because Dean Martin was such a go-with-the-flow type guy. He was just so charismatic.
Like Dean Martin wasn't thinking,
effortless.
But I'd argue
he woke up at 12. He didn't rehearse. He notoriously didn't rehearse. He said, if you're good, you don't need to rehearse.
But I'd argue that's why Dean Martin was so much more successful than Jerry Lewis, because Dean was just going with the flow. Like I don't think it was accidental. Jerry Lewis probably got in his own way more than he even realized by just putting too much pressure on himself in the situations and not just going with the flow and letting it happen. Because the bottom line is, baby, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You just got to live in the present and be friendly with it.
Yeah, that's did I just make that up about the money?
Yes.
Yeah, did I just did that happen?
No, it did not.
Here we go. Lewis's arrogance. Lewis's ego grew significantly with their success. Reports from the set of their final film, Hollywood or Bust, described the animosity becoming so intense that Lewis would speak to Martin through their director. Martin reportedly referred to Lewis as an effing dollar sign. The relationship was also strained by their wives. Jerry Lewis remained close to Dean's first wife, Betty, and disapproved of his divorce. Why are you getting into the guy's personal life? You know?
It's Jerry Lewis sounds kind of annoying.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking, Jesse. They make you hate him.
Yeah.
Lad of 14. I mean, why you got to be so nosy? I mean, I understand that, you know.
Martin and Lewis gave their last performance together at the Copacabana Club on July 25th, 1956, just a month or two after my mother was born.
Yeah. So I guess, why was Martin calling him an effing dollar sign? Because all he cared about was money? Or
they were only together for 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. They did 19 movies.
It's a lot of movies.
It's a lot of movies. And 10 years is a long run.
Yeah, think about that.
For 19 movies?
Yeah.
So these guys probably just fucking got sick of each other.
Wow, look at that. In a surprise of the 1976 Jerry Lewis telethon, Sinatra brought Martin on stage, orchestrating an emotional, though awkward reunion that was broadcast nationally.
Because they didn't speak for 20 years. Lewis sometimes publicly disparaged Martin, but yeah, brought Martin on stage. And it was... The men did not fully reconcile until after the tragic death of Martin's son. So when Martin's son died, baby, he died in a plane crash. Martin kind of changed after that, Bubba. You would see him in a restaurant sitting by himself. He
got banged up.
He got banged up bad. These guys all got banged up a little bit.
Yeah.
They all got banged up. I think one of their kids died. I think it was Frankie Sinatra's kid died. He drowned in a pool when he was 14. He dove in and hit his head, baby.
Oh, shit.
So a lot of these guys got a little banged up. These guys lived.
Right.
They lived. They had scars. Things happened.
Right. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? I mean, no, it said his son died of a heart attack at 72.
No, but there was another one. Somebody's kid died
Yeah.
In a pool. And I think it was Frankie Sinatra.
Yeah, I mean, it's awful. Yeah, bad stuff happens. But I mean, the Rat Pack. I mean, ask your grandmother and grandfather about the Rat Pack. My aunt saw Frank Sinatra perform live and said it was an amazing experience, and that he supposedly blew a kiss at her. I said, I
really?
think that's true. But she says he did. He did. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. That's the thing. Who am I? Who am I to you know? I saw Queen perform live, and the lead singer blew a kiss at me. What's his name? Adam Lazzara. What is it? Adam Lazzara is the lead singer of Queen? Yeah. That hottie.
Yeah, it was not Frankie Jr.'s kid.
Yeah,
it was not Frankie Sinatra's kid.
Yeah, it's just what it is. Sometimes you know what you're talking about, and sometimes you don't.
And that one, and this one, I mean, I don't know. Some of the things I could have been saying is true. Some of them false. I don't know.
But that's the thing about the show is I just like that we don't even know the answer.
Yeah, no. So, no son of any Rat Pack member died by drowning in a pool. Somebody hit their fucking head and died in a pool. Someone hit their head and died in a pool, bitch.
You whore. We will do more sexing with Grok at patreon.com/historyhyenas.
But what an era, huh?
I mean, it's just never going to go back there unless China sends one of those EMF things that knocks out our internet.
Yeah.
I would like to go back. If it didn't mean that it was going to cause world hunger, I would like to get rid of the internet.
Well, here's the Peter Lawford.
That's what happened?
Peter Lawford was found unconscious near a swimming pool.
So there you go.
After falling and hitting his head on a couple of occasions prior to
But did he die?
Yeah, I guess he did. No, he ultimately died in the hospital.
Yeah, he didn't die of that.
I knew there was a pool somewhere. I still think that there's something missing there, but it doesn't really matter.
No.
But you know what's interesting about this? It's interesting that Frankie Sinatra had this idea, right? Like based on their hangouts just at Humphrey Bogart's house, and he just saw it. And he saw them like playing the piano and joking around.
Right.
So most of it was just the joking around. And he was going like, why don't we turn this into a show?
Yeah. Smart.
He was like, why don't we turn this into a show where we do a little song and dance? But most of it was that the people loved was the joking that they did in between the numbers. And sometimes when you watch them perform, they'll be joking throughout the song.
Right.
They don't even care about the song.
There's
it's
something
about
to that.
joking.
Yeah.
It's like, so you were basically going to see a show of friends joking around with each other.
There's something to that.
And he brought together these powerhouses. Because remember, Sammy Davis Jr. was famous by this time. Dean Martin was famous by this time. Peter Lawford was famous. Joey Bishop was famous. And these were guys that he handpicked. And he said, baby, I'm putting this little committee together, this crew together.
Yeah.
And they all bring something to the table. Like Joey Bishop supposedly wrote all the jokes. He was like the main joke writer.
Right.
He
was the stand-up comic.
Yeah, and then even Peter Lawford, he was like, we're bringing you in because of your connection to Kennedy, and you're the weakest link, but I want you to get me in good with Kennedy. Because Frank Sinatra loved being the guy.
He loved being the guy, but then he had a falling out with Kennedy.
He had a falling out with Kennedy. I think he had a falling out with Peter Lawford, too, because he wanted Kennedy to stay at his house in Palm Springs. Let's look up the story. So he said, Peter Lawford, you good-for-nothing fucking Brit.
Yeah.
Okay, we beat your ass in the fucking revolution.
Yeah.
I'm an Italian kid from Hoboken.
Yeah.
Right? I used to fucking have to fight all these Irish kids who called me WAP.
Right.
You do what I say because I know Giacana. I want Kennedy to stay at my house.
Right.
What ends up happening is Kennedy stays, I think, at fucking Milton Berle's house or somebody else's house, right?
Right.
And he was pissed. So Frank Sinatra and Peter Lawford Lawford had to deliver the news that JFK would not be staying at Sinatra's home as planned. And he stayed at somebody else's house. And the reason why he didn't want to stay there is because of all the mob ties.
Which is probably true, because why would an active U.S. president... First of all, why would an active U.S. president want to stay at anybody's fucking house?
Yeah, I know.
He's the president.
But this is like high society shit.
Right.
But he wanted him at his house. He wanted to fucking hang out with the president. And then he goes, you're married to the guy's sister, and you can't fucking deliver the president to hang out with me? You can't tap dance. You can't sing.
Right.
You're a fucking British nobody.
Right.
All right? Hit the bricks, kid.
Get
baby.
out of here.
And beat it. He kicks him to the bricks. And he stayed.
That's what it is.
And they didn't end up speaking for years. But that's a little petty.
I mean, imagine the president having a sleepover.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is that a little petty though? It's like you didn't get him to stay at my house.
I mean, the ego. The thing is, because 9 times out of 10, to get to that level of fame, you have to have such a massive ego that pettiness follows right behind.
Yeah.
Most people are petty that way. Most people are like, they have to be the center of attention. They have to be front of the pack. You know, that's why I'm telling you, cuz I don't want to be that.
Yeah.
I want to be in the back of the pack.
After that, Frank Sinatra just
I want to be
blackballed.
fudge packing.
They cut him out of movies and everything. Imagine that. Imagine you get cut out of all the movies just because you couldn't get the president to sleep over your house.
Yeah, it's just what it is.
Frankie Sinatra was a mixed bag.
He was a bit of a mixed bag.
He was a mixed bag.
He was probably a bit of a long day.
He was a little bit of a long day.
Hang out with, right? He probably just fucking was tough.
He was a tough hang, probably.
But handsome as all can be and talented, and also banged a lot of chicks, right?
Oh, baby. But his main love, baby. Let's talk about his main love.
You're a kid that likes love.
Yeah, Eva Gardner.
Oh, yeah. Is she related to Eva Braun?
Now, Eva Gardner. Now, you know this kid also married the wacko that Woody Allen married when she was 21.
Yuko C or whatever?
No,
Shohei Ohtani?
Not Shohei Ohtani. Mia Farrow. When she was
Mia
21
Farrow.
and he was like 60.
It's just what it is. He got bagged out.
Yeah, he married her too. But that was
absolute peace. Gee, does she have, were there fumes back then?
Because it doesn't matter. You swim through that.
Because she was gorgeous. I mean,
you put your trunks on and you swim through that.
Yeah, I mean, she was gorgeous. And Frank Sinatra's just not, I mean, he's handsome enough.
I mean, he's not that handsome. He's a good looking guy.
Yeah.
But not in the truth, not like Dean Martin.
No, Dean Martin was hot.
Mean, you drop your drawers for Dean
Drop
Martin.
your trousers.
I mean, look at her though, Ava
She's
Gardner.
gorgeous.
And that was his main love. And I think she walked on him. No, did she walk on him? Yeah,
I don't know.
He never got over it, baby. He never got over it.
She just didn't want to be with him. I can't be with you anymore.
I can't go with you anymore. Wow. They married 72
His kid
hours.
Sinatra got divorced and then married her immediately within 3 days.
Within 3 days. And they only made it 2 years. She had 2 abortions while she was married to Sinatra.
That's not good.
Were they his kids? Now, a lot of people think, by the way, and I think Nick also is probably knows about this conspiracy, that Ronan Farrow is actually Frankie Sinatra's son. And there's no question he is.
Right.
I mean, does that look like Woody Allen to you?
Wait, Woody Allen says that this is his son?
He was raised by Woody Allen, right?
But did Woody Allen say this is biologically my kid?
Well, this is what the thing is. Mia Farrow was with Woody Allen when he was born, but Frank Sinatra continued to maybe hang out with Mia Farrow here and there. And
how old was Frank Sinatra in 1987?
He wasn't young. But that is, I mean,
that looks not Woody Allen, I'll tell you that.
Dude, not only is it not Woody Allen, it looks exactly like Frank. Pull up Frank Sinatra, Rowan next to each other. So that is Ronan Farrow, the guy who took down so many people. I mean, it's obvious.
Yeah.
It's just like Khloe Kardashian is OJ's daughter. We know. I mean, that is... So Mia Farrow cheated on Woody Allen and fucked Frank Sinatra at some point.
So does Woody Allen still to this day believe that that's his son?
What does he think about it?
I don't think they talk to each other after the whole thing.
I know, but what? Of course they don't. But what has he ever mentioned it? Has Woody Allen ever mentioned that? I mean, it's so obviously his son. They look exactly alike.
Wait, and what happened with Woody Allen again? He banged his stepdaughter? What is it?
Oh, Woody. Yeah, I mean, so what Woody started doing, so it wasn't his stepdaughter. That's the thing. This just shows you how, but it's still bad, okay? It was Mia Farrow's adopted daughter.
Okay.
But they lived separately, right? Woody Allen wanted that. They famously lived across the park. He lived on the west side. She lived on the east.
Even though they were married, they didn't live together.
I don't know if they ever married. Did they marry?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if but it was he was not her stepdad.
Right.
So Woody Allen,
but he did kind of raise her.
That's funny. Woody Allen has stated that he believes Ronan Farrow is his son, but he wouldn't bet his life on it. Yeah.
Is it possible that Frank and Mia hung out? Like, what's the story?
How old was Frank Sinatra in 1987?
Yeah.
Like, how old? Because it's like, how long can you blast loads inside someone? And how old was Mia Farrow?
You could.
Pacino just had a kid at 84.
Yeah.
How old was he?
84.
Or 83, something.
Yeah.
He got a newborn.
How old was Frank Sinatra when Ronan Farrow was born or something? In 87. 71. Oh, easily.
Okay.
Easily, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's beyond conclusion that that's the father.
Well, it's. I could tell you this. I don't know if Frank Sinatra is the father, but I know for sure Woody Allen is not.
He's not the father.
I mean, he doesn't look, I mean, not a thing and not a shred at all like Woody Allen.
What a fun era, though. Everyone was, this was before Hollywood kind of got formal, right?
Right.
It's like, this was a wild time. Jackie Gleason. Now, Jackie Gleason was never in the Rat Pack.
Jack should have been.
Well, he was a mega star in his own right.
He's like peripherally.
Yeah, I think he performed with them once. Like, they would always have guests come on.
Right.
Johnny Carson came on once. They had all types of guests. Mia Farrow has said multiple times that Frank Sinatra was the great love of her life. She was 20 or 19 or 21 or something.
How old was Mia Farrow in 1987?
How about this one, though? Mia famously said in the 2013 Vanity Fair interview that possibly Frank Sinatra is the father of Ronan. So what is the evidence? He was born in 87. Mia and Sinatra stayed intimate. Oh, so that Mia and Sinatra stayed intimate on and off for decades. So he kept banging it out.
So she cheated on Woody Allen.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's what it is.
Ronan jokes about the rumor but refuses to test.
Right. Is she still alive, Mia Farrow?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Woody said, in my opinion, he looks a lot like Frank.
Yeah. I wonder what Ronan Farrow is like. He's the one, he started like the Me Too stuff, right? Something like that. He was like
he's like the big Hollywood journalist that took down Harvey Weinstein, right?
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. He got a couple big fish. Did he get Kevin Spacey too?
I think so. Let me see.
Yeah. Ronan Farrow got a few big fish.
Yeah, I think Ronan Farrow, I know Ricky Gervais has that joke about him at the Golden Globes. I think he's like, you're all scared of Ronan Farrow.
Too, right?
Yeah.
I think he's a gay guy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's what it is. Kid, yeah, I gotta.
He done a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, whatever. What are you gonna do?
To catch and kill. Who knows? Who knows? He got a lot of them.
Yeah.
He was a big one for
Yeah, that was
the big one.
fish
Yeah.
for him.
Well, I mean, that's good. I mean, now it's the Rat Pack. I mean, we had a good time talking about it, but now we have an even better time talking to the Patreon, patreon.com/historyhyenas. We read the newest names out of our matriarchy. We're having a lot of fun over there. Some people are getting a little crazy and disparaging family and making the other members uncomfortable. You know who you are, so please just stop. We can't block you because we know you'll just make another account. So just ask you to be a decent human being and just stop.
What's going on?
I don't know. A girl saying there's a guy on there, something LLC, that's making people feel really uncomfortable because he's saying like horrible things about my family, about other members. But it's like there's no point. You can't block these people. They'll just make other accounts. That's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, look.
What can you do? What are you going to report you to the police?
Yeah, I don't
know. He
know.
probably feels power that he can piss people off. It's just what it is. He's probably somebody I know.
Yeah, he's obviously having
what can you do?
He's obviously very busy in his life.
These kids got leaky roofs. So go to patreon.com/historyhyenas, and then the newest members of the matriarchy will get your name read out. Welcome to the matriarchy, straight to the crack.
Chicken finger,
nice. Then we got World Series of Fumes, Zoran Mamdani versus Shohei Ohtani.
Good rhyme.
But yeah.
Good rhyme.
Chris, then we got Cucked Out Cutie with the smoothie in my booty.
Chicken finger.
Interesting. Butt chugging a smoothie. J. Cole, the rapper. There it is. Welcome. Juliet Charlie Sierra, looks like a piece. Douglas Bombard. Frank Jizzo, by myself, I'll glue physically.
Wow.
Frank Jizzo. Yeah. By myself, I'll take glue physically.
It's very funny. I'm going to Drexler that.
Okay.
It might be controversial. I'm going to Drexler it.
Then we got Glue Stained Frisbee, a.k.a. Muzzy Kryptonite.
Wei Song Xian.
Okay.
Frankie Two Shoes, Guillermo, Johnny Maracas, Beef Stroke Me Off. I like drag, but I'm no. Call me Piss Understood.
Ladder 14.
Okay. That's what it is. Queen Clitoria banged her cousin. Okay. Screwed in Pierogi Monkey doing well for himself.
Good for you, kid.
Yeah.
Polish kid now.
Polish kid. McNameagling Sweeney's Todds. AD. Pepperoni Wheel Piece. AIDS.
Just AIDS.
Mark Reese. Abe Gutierrez. Lived in a house with a gas leak for a year. Call me Oppenheimer. Okay. Hugo Boss Unis and the Swass makes my piece goose step.
Wei Song Xian.
Right.
Had pineapple juice. My cum tastes the same to me. We've had that one.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, I likey. Jackson Fullwood. Soaping my ass so Chrissy Troubles can blow bubbles.
Put him on the list.
All right.
Yeah.
Soaping my ass is funny.
Put him on the list.
Timothy Higgins the third. Ed Gein was just being trans. Kawasaki and Philippe K. Lightbulb Services. Okay. Yannis Fumi Feta Frankfurt. Father Bill's fingers smell like dad. Has anyone seen Ari Shaffir? Question mark.
Good question.
Jeremy Boardman bought herstory seahorses just in case. Okay. Saudi Arabian summer camp for gifted journalists.
Ladder 14.
Put him on the list.
Okay.
Yeah, put him on the list.
Gal named Christy who wants Chrissy's D in her P. There you go. Mm-hmm. Casey Oldenburg, straight to the back. Alicia Maron. New York Yankee great Ing Wang.
Wei Song Xian.
Sorry. Okay. What? Do you know what? All head, no shaft, and the head isn't big either.
Yeah, put him on the list.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Mr. Sister Fister, Samuel Batters, John Daly's liver enzymes, Situationship Bacalao, Melted Six, Epstein's hoping for some Hanukkah Tua when he sees the labia minora. My father used to put Tylenol in his ass to come. I guess that's why I'm autistic.
Okay.
Atlanta Minorities, a.k.a. the Whites. Can I finance the Tim Dillon episode with a 408 credit score?
Probably not.
Probably not. Eric, Brendan Schaub picks up Joe Rogan thinking it's his Golden Globe trophy.
It's very funny.
Very funny.
Drexler.
Z14590, The Mobcat. Here, not queer, still don't like beer. I don't just watch these two, I leer. Oh, it got cut off. Erin Manu, Stephanie Garlic Knot Gaga, Happy Hour Prowler, a pork chop a day keeps the muzzies away.
Ladder 14.
Very good, though.
Okay.
Is it a walked into one? It's a walked into one, yeah.
Yeah. Toss
Borderline list.
my daughter over the border, Smithtown Water.
Drexler. I like the rhyme scheme.
Elon's population paste will save the Aryan race.
Way Song Xian.
Those are. Can I put those two on the list or no?
Population paste is funny.
Yeah. Drexler.
All right.
Fuck. The pork chop a day. Those are both Drexlers.
My AI girlfriend has to co-sign my lease. Joe Smith, Colin Davis, Blistery by Penis, rename Cross Bay to Haunted House Avenue because it's getting spooky.
He walked into one, Chris.
Okay, walked into one.
Walked into one.
I thought it was a
You
Halloween
didn't
joke.
Way Song Xian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get screwed in.
They're very creative to slip them by you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get screwed in and sell Brothers school hoodie, you fucking Cyclops. What it is?
No, that's offensive. We can't do that, Gus.
Rosa Parks too close. Lord Grippington, Neil Jones, Tom Feeback, Momoa's spam can.
Is that Tom Feeback?
That's Tom Feeback,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah. AOC's leaky roof. I'm catching the drops in my mouth.
Very funny. Drexler.
Martin Luther Ding. I have a nightmare.
Ladder 14.
I can't do anything about that.
The bullet that pierced my Lord Yannis's thigh.
Okay.
Okay. Eric Gutierrez, Andrew L. Sagati, History Hyena's name and bio. In Eileen's basement had 17 steps, but she only needed 12. Get it?
Oh, 12 steps, drinking.
Oh, okay.
Tried
Got
for
it.
It was a good attempt.
Yeah. Jen Sammons, Jeffrey Harvey Jr., Saz Babe, Comfort just sounds too much like Comfort. C.O. Dilf, Wonton Carbonara, a.k.a. Tim D's Ing Toots glue-coated ham flute. Okay. Too long. Mike Piazza's squeaky side piece. The Mets would have won in 2000 if he ate more pineapple. Yep. Jake Kelly, Jacob Spiewak, Scott, Kat McCarthy, Andrew McLadian, Joe Spoor, Ryan O'Gorman, Chris Sewer, Joshua Coombs, Andrew Stern, Xavier Harrelson, Rob M., Dustin Fitzsimmons, Honey Baked Ham Candles, $10 Hobo, Diano Dick to the Back, subscribing to the Patreon instead of browsers, hashtag addicted to men and snow. Addicted to and snow, sorry. Tim Dillon's butt plug smells like Akash's grandmother's cooking. It's what it is. Okay.
Drexler.
Joe M., Rachel Brodeur.
Does that deserve to be on the list?
Just describing the smell
Yeah.
of butt plug.
Yeah. Dylan Dobas, Rachel Brodeur. Hey Siri, peg me big. Okay, can't disparage his family.
Ladder 14.
Ben Deho. Cash Patel's eyes just did that after his Frisbee honeypot said there's no such thing as Valhalla. Okay.
Like that.
Schindler's cunt cause he Drexlered my granddad. Dylan Forrester, Muzzy Stock Market, a.k.a. the Sandra D 500. And then I like my cereal heated in the microwave. I call it Hiroshima Rice Krispies.
Way song Cheyenne.
No,
Can't do it, right?
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Okay. So then we have a relatively weak list.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Unfortunately, we do have a relatively weak list today, but that's okay. That happens. You have good games and bad games. So the list right now, there's only 3. Soaping my ass so Chrissy Troubles can blow bubbles. Saudi Arabian summer camp for gifted journalists. All head, no shaft, and the head isn't big either.
Okay, we're going to Drexler. The head isn't big either.
Okay.
And then we have a runoff between 2, I think, very good ones, even though it was a light
And it's
light
one of
list.
these things where it's like the NBA this year. Like Pacers are down, Celtics are down, but this is what happens sometimes. Like this is the year for the Knicks, hopefully, to win the championship. This is the year that these 2 names in a high power list wouldn't make it, but it doesn't matter. It's luck of the draw.
Right.
So one of these 2 names can win that arguably probably wouldn't have won in a stronger list with a stronger year.
And they happen to be lucky enough to be on the same list with a couple of guys who got DQ'd. They got disqualified because they were walked into ones.
Right. So you have Soaping My Ass.
By the way, we're going to do a walked into one award at the end of the year, which I guess will be the end of December. We're going to compile all the walked into ones and pick the best one.
Sabrina the Hyenas working on that. Thank you very much. Soaping My Ass so Chrissy Troubles can blow bubbles, or Saudi Arabian summer camp for gifted journalists. What do we like?
That's a coin toss. Both very good. I'm leaning towards Saudi Arabia.
I like the bubbles one. It makes me laugh. It's a funny visual.
Soaping my ass.
Yeah.
You don't even hear that,
Yeah.
We haven't had a Chris one in a while.
Yeah.
All right. Where do you go, Chris?
I mean, since I went to Saudi Arabia and saw some of the places where they keep the gifted journalists, I'm going to go with Soaping My Ass.
Okay. Well, there we have it. Nick, where do you go?
I'll go Saudi Arabia.
Wow. So now,
Whoa.
So now we got a twofer.
Oh, whoa.
So what do we do now?
Get Pat in here.
Whoa. No, it's just Yanni's got to make an executive decision.
Yeah, you are the guy.
I just got to make an executive decision. I mean, a guy did die.
Right.
Guy did die, but it is funny.
Right.
We're going to keep it light because we did a Rat Pack episode. We're going to keep it light. Any other day, thank you for playing.
Right.
Walked into ones also, thank you for playing. But we're going with Chrissy banging that guy in the ass and creating bubbles.
So congratulations to Soaping My Ass so Chrissy Troubles can blow bubbles. Go to you are the winner from patreon.com/History Hyenas. Go to History Hyenas is back. See your name up in lights. Thank you guys so much. Let us know what your favorite Rat Pack song is.